speaking about change, I think I'm going to go to the IRS about this, because the IRS seems like the most reputable, most concrete, the most it seems like this is an IRS issue. Forums love to ban me because they think they have a right to, because it's their property. Let's list 4chan, for example. 4chan thinks that I'm banned because it's their property, and if they want to kick me out, they can. But Steve gets funds from other people. Wouldn't that make him a charity? If he's a charity, then he has no right to kick me out. Charities are public domain. Charities, cannot just take what they want and then give away. They have to go through certain protocols, and Steve has not done that. So either you will be arrested for fraud because you're running a charity without necessary paperwork, or you will be charged with fraud yet again because you are running a charity and you're not doing so properly. So you have fucked up here. And let's say that it's not a charity. Let's say that you do somehow magically own this invisible property, even though you don't pay taxes on it or anything like that, and you can kick me out because property, blah, blah, blah. If it is your property, then by extension, it's anybody's property who has given you funds. Anyone that donates to your board is a shareholder. And as shareholders, they have responsibility, accountability, and ownership over your board. And just as a company is not ruled by any single entity, but rather a board committee, the shareholders of your board have as much say on what goes on it as you do. And this isn't just about me. This is about the whole debacle of forced anonymity and Storm Troll and Blart or whatever. What the fuck ever. The point is that you are not a monarch, Steve. You have to abide by certain laws. Laws, not your forum rules, the law of the land. And if people are giving money to keep this website up, then it would stand to reason that it's either a charity or they are shareholders of your property. Either way, you are breaking the law. Either way, you don't know dit squat about fucking property. So don't fucking tell me where I can and can't post. And this doesn't apply just to Steve. This applies to all moderators everywhere, because they all do this. And by extension, all are engaging in criminal behavior, because they all don't know fuck about how the law works or about how ownership works. And I'm about to bring this to the IRS's attention. So if you somehow think you can counter that argument, you go right ahead. I will let the IRS decide whether or not that's an issue, because I find it very hard to believe that you can get free money, you can ban whoever you want, whenever you want. You can, run a board like it's completely yours. You're the dictator, despite the fact that all these other variables are going on. It just makes no sense to me. It makes no sense that your rule is absolute, no questions. That is not realistic. That is completely senseless, and I'm not going to put up with it. It's not even just about 4chan. Anyone that thinks I'm just still butthurt about being banned from 4chan apparently doesn't get how Jim Profit thinks. I think about the principles. It is the principle of the matter that I got banned. It doesn't matter where I got banned. It wouldn't matter if it was 4chan. It wouldn't matter if it was just a board with like 2 active members. It wouldn't matter. The point is you don't have the right to do it. And if you think you have the right, then you have to prove you have the right to do it. You have to prove to me that A, it's your property, B, it wouldn't be considered a charity since you've asked for money and received money for it to fund this so-called property, C, that by people giving you money, they aren't somehow considered legal shareholders of it and thus would be just as much administration as you, and if they are, then everyone in the board committee should have to decide on a ban. It shouldn't just be Steve, it shouldn't just be the moderators and other ones circle jerk the fucking moderators. Everyone in the committee has to decide and come to an agreement. If you could prove all of these things to me, you might get somewhere, but I don't think you can. So, and I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to email you about it. I am not going to message you about it. I am going straight to the IRS about it. And I will let them handle you. So, that's all I have to say.